What is good, Sam? Boom, 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 boom. What's good, Easy Ian? Yeah, we both need a rock booty specialist next game.
Bro,
What?
let's go right here. Oh, right here.
What do you mean?
Go. I want to show you something very important there. Something very, very creepy.
What's good, Zach? How you doing? Return alert. No, I was playing. You guys hit that like if you're coming in here. Get Liddy off the McSchmitty titty. I love how like 50 or like, yeah, like 40 people subscribed the other day on the COD stream, and I haven't seen like any of them show up to these streams. And I would stream COD. It's just. I would stream COD, guys. It's just there's nothing to ever do on it. You know what I mean? Like if I was still grinding, people landed here.
I know, I need to get a gun quick. I'm dead.
I got a pistol. Where they at?
Oh, on me. Uh-oh. Ah! Alright, we're good. Clutch. Alright, come here.
Where's the basement?
Really? Ooh.
Hey, fuck you! Come on now.
Alright,
What's good, Alex or Fagix? What's this?
memory game. Pickaxe it. So, blue, red.
Let me watch my stream. Blue, orange, green, red.
Again.
Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention.
Look at stream. Uh-oh, there's somebody coming.
Easy bot.
I can't feel bad for this kid because he was trying to do this too.
I didn't see what it was. Can I restart it?
Yeah, but you had to catch,
Alright, let me do it wrong. Alright. Bang!
how'd you do that the first time? Oh, alright, hold on. I did the wrong one!
You're a shitter!
No, I meant to click green, but I clicked blue.
What the hell? How'd I do that? I just feel like a fucking 500,000 ooga booga.
What the heck?
You're a pooper.
No, this is bullshit.
Oh shit, a rat. Bro, see, these boards suck. How do people use these?
Ah! What was our last one?
Troll!
What?
I'm getting beamed. Bro, those hoverboards are literally the worst thing in the game. You're so stupid.
I'm out.
Jump off the map. You gotta use her without the tail.
Oh, yeah.
The tail's going through the cape.
Yeah. How'd you do your first try? That's how you know I'm stupid. Why am I sweating because of this?
What?
I'm sweating because I'm doing the memory game.
You're fat. Yo, I'm fucking cute.
You are?
Yeah.
Alright.
I took a bunch of pictures earlier, bro. I was actually feeling myself.
Alright.
That one I had my eyes open too
AC
much.
just saw that shit.
Alright, that one, that one, that one, that one. Wait, what? This one. This one. This one. I don't like this one. I was making a fucking face that Tony would make. I'll delete that one. I was making like a fucking retarded ass face. What's good? Oh no. Oh no said hi troll. Are you
Hey,
cute?
oh no.
I mean, your head looks like a avocado,
Potato.
brother. A potato. That's better. Guys, hit that like if you guys haven't already. I mean, Alex, you probably a little thick, but like, I don't know, brother. You're cuter than troll. I'll give you that.
Oh my god. Really?
What?
Wow. I thought I was hot.
Oh. It's good, man. Hell, potato troll. Troll's peen looks like a potato.
Damn! I'm gonna go back here again.
Alright, man.
I am. Hey, don't embarrass me, alright? Go to frickin' salty. Why? Dude, I hate memory games. Okay?
Troll's an
I
idiot.
hate it.
You're slowpoke nibba.
Bro.
You're Indian. You're supposed to be smart.
Yeah, not smart at memory game. There's one
Shit.
thing I'm supposed to be smart at, alright?
What? Fucking tech support?
No! Math.
Math? I mean, that's one thing I'm bad at.
Yeah, because you're white.
Huh?
No, I got a gun!
I don't.
I don't know how we got drum shotgun.
That
I
was
didn't
a,
find shit.
that wasn't a drum shotgun. That was a drum SMG.
No, yeah, freaking drum gun. I don't know. There you go. That's your. Did they rip? Oh, that's the kid. He's probably doing that thing. The.
I know. I'm gonna bait him.
Just pretend you don't have a gun. And then go over to the thing, the game. Hey, 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 hey! Oh, he was shotgun. Yes! That worked! That actually worked! My card! My card! 25 seconds! I love how you loot. 10, 9.
You're stupid.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I told you that plan will work.
Pistol slap cheeks. Guys, let me get a 1 in the chat or a lightning bolt in the chat if you slap cheeks. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, what the hell? Oh!
What the heck?
What is that?
What?
Troll, look, it's you. I'll take this for you. I don't want to go to the Pleasant reboot, man. You like the plays? Did he kill himself or did he kill someone else?
Yellow it.
My loot now. I'm gonna get the boom boom. Get that. Get that. And then I'll go like this.
Just watch his.
Huh?
Bro, I need to go back there. Go. I'm stuck.
Huh?
I'm
You're
stuck.
stuck. I'm stuck.
Alright, chill.
Wait. Why'd you make your character not blue?
It is blue.
Not for me. It shows that you're the red, black, and blue one.
I don't know. I'm the blue one with the blue cape.
It shows you the regular defaulty boy.
What happened to defaulty boy?
Oh, he changed his name, and I haven't seen him. I tried hitting him up. He didn't reply. I don't know. Could have died for all I know, brother. I don't know.
Damn.
Here.
Woo-hoo.
Oh no. That.
That too. Woo-hoo. I'll have to read my book. God damn it.
Are you joking? You have to read your book.
Yep.
Can you finish this game?
I
Where is he?
don't know. Oh no.
None of my bullets hit.
Kill me. Whoa! He broke you down.
Oh.
That one kid freaking.
What's up,
I
Christine?
don't know how he got me.
Bro, I should have hit that shot. Coins? I'll put coins up real quick, guys.
Alright, I guess I'll be back in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
This man has to read a book during the summer, and he's in 10th grade.
Bro. I don't know either. Ask my high school.
You said after 10th grade you don't have to, right?
Huh?
You said after 10th grade you don't have to?
I get. I still have to do it. It's just it's not optional.
You fucking Indians. I don't understand you.
I don't know. Well,
Troll, what's your book about, kid?
huh?
Hmm?
What?
What's your book about?
It's about these two, kids.
These two lovers?
Yeah, basically.
What the fuck?
And one is in the U.S. and one is in Zimbabwe, right?
What the hell?
Yeah. And they keep sending each other, like gifts and letters to each other. And they're basically
Zimbabwe's in
forming a bond.
Africa.
I know. And they
What
basically
the
formed a
hell?
bond together.
And you have to read that stupid book.
Yeah. After I read that book, I have to do an essay on it.
I mean, essays aren't hard.
I'm bad at essays.
You know there's those things where you can pay like $2 and they'll write like an essay. You just have to give them the fucking... Literally, there's their website where you can give them all your requirements and pay them like $2 or whatever. And they'll fucking do your whole essay for you.
Is it free plagiarism?
I'm assuming it's not plagiarism. They get paid to do it.
I don't know.
Chat, are we zooming? If y'all are zooming, share the stream. Hey, no, I'm gonna take you home and put you on my bed and feel your body. That's some sus nigga shit tonight. Yeah, guys, hit that like if you guys haven't already. Share this stream up. Let's get litty, guys. We're close to freaking 3.2K. Let's get there. You dig? Gimme! Huh. Give me that head, boy. Give me that booty, boy. What the hell? This nigga throwing doodle nades in the street. Give me a shit gun. Yeah. Wait. Use code Awaken VoLtz. Big fact. If you guys aren't using that, I don't like you. It's free to use. Usey. Usey. She likes my diamonds in my purse. I said thank you, I designed it. Chat, I should become a vlogger, right? Yo, if this whole gaming, YouTube, and all that works out for me in the future, I'm telling you, one day I will become a vlogger. One day I will be a vlogger. You know what I'm saying? One day. Come here, shitters. No, don't kill each other. My kill. My kills. Hey, thanks for the minis too, brother. Like true? Yeah, brother, like true. Like T-food. I'd only be a vlogger because I'm sexy, you know? And, you know, People that are sexy pull views. I don't know where this fucker went. Wait. Okay then, brother, whatever you say. Wait. Bitch. Pull up, nibble. Oh, why'd I have my SMG out? You had chicon for dinner. I had pasta with some kielbasa and some biscuits, nibble. Low key though, like if I get money through this whole gaming thing, like if I make a good amount of money in the future, like if I become big and I have money, I would become a vlogger, because the crazy shit that I do, or the crazy shit I would do for views, is insane. I'd be like the most chill, yet most crazy vlogger there is. I would do the stupidest shit. Like, I would have some crazy edits and, like, just crazy videos, and it'd be just vibes. Because, as you guys know, I'm all about the good vibes. What the hell is this? This nibba has, like, a pony... Oh, I was about to say, this nibba has, like, a ponytail shit. Honestly, I wish I grew up in a family that had, like, a shit ton of money, because literally, say for instance, I just have, like, I live in, like, an amazingly huge fucking mansion. My parents have, like, Ferraris, Lambo. Like, imagine you're that rich. You would get views just because of that. Like, literally. Your videos could be dog shit, and you would get views because you have money. Like, it's that simple. Like, there is people that are famous literally just because they either have money or they're fucking hot. I just wanted to see the gas station explode, you know? Yeah, guys, I've never done a face reveal either. Bro, there's no fucking chest. But, like, if I had money, I wouldn't be afraid to show my face. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't have money, because, like, a nibba has money, but, like, I'm not, like, a billionaire, you know what I mean? So, let me tell y'all how I grew up, just so y'all can see my point of view, you know what I'm saying? After this fucking kid gets off my peen. Where the fuck is he? Alright, so the way I grew up with my mom, my dad, 2 brothers, and a sister. And I grew up in a small city, or a small town, where literally everybody was like white. You know what I mean? And like literally, like if you were dark skinned, you were the odd one. Like you were the odd one out. And so like everybody was the same, everybody was always nice, all that stuff. And I was the youngest. Put me that way. I was the youngest. I technically they're half brothers and sisters. They have a different dad, but we all have the same mom. You know what I mean? What? Okay then. So let me get comfortable so I can tell you guys the stories, you know? I was always getting in trouble. I grew up like the little shit. I was always getting in trouble, always breaking stuff. Like I remember my sister spent like weeks on this project and I broke it. My brother made those modeled airplanes and stuff because his dad was in the Air Force. I broke all of those. Those things take a long time to make, you know, with the little glue and the plastic pieces and all that. Yep. I would stomp on those. I'd fucking snap them and shit. Like, I was a little shit, okay? And my parents split up when I was about 6 years old. And at the time when my parents supposedly, this is what my mom told me, I don't know if this is true, but at the time my mom had better credit than my dad, so they had to put the house on her name or some shit. And when they split up and the house got like, I don't know how that shit works, but like my mom is in debt and all that because of that or some shit. And now my dad has better credit or whatever. I don't know. So I lived with my dad. I lived with my mom and my brothers and my sister when my parents first split up. And I was seeing my dad twice a week or so. The house I lived in, there was 3 bedrooms. And then there was a basement that had like carpet and all that. It wasn't like an actual basement. Like, it was like just one big room, and that's where my mom's room was. And I had the room way at the top, like the loft or whatever you call it. And then below is my sister's room and my brother's room. My brother shared a room, and I had lived with my mom, and my mom worked nights, so my brothers were always sneaking out of the house, going to do shit with their friends. My sister was, and then the nights that they were there, I had a little flip phone to contact my dad if I needed to, because I was the youngest and my mom wasn't home, you know what I mean? So one time my brother broke my phone. He like dropped it in like barbecue sauce or some shit when he was making a burger. And then I didn't have my phone, and I was in a really rough state, obviously, when I was younger because my parents had split up, and I was kind of just in a house with a bunch of other kids doing stupid teenage kid stuff because I was 6. Like I said, I was like 6 or 7. And my brothers were like 13, 14, 15-ish. And my sister was like 15, 16. So they're all like teenagers, you know what I mean? And I'm over here 6 years old. And just a bunch of chaos. Like, we would do the stupidest shit. Like, I remember one time, since obviously I was the youngest, I had like the smallest bed. And we would literally take my mattress and like freaking ride the mattress down the stairs and crash into the fucking walls. Like at the bottom. We did the stupidest stuff. And eventually I had to move in with my dad because my mom couldn't afford the house with all of us, and I was just too much on top of them. So I had to move in with my dad, and at the time when my parents had first split up, my dad was living with his boss. It might sound kind of weird, but my dad obviously didn't have the money to buy a house, and my dad's boss has a lot of money, like more than my dad. Nibba has like a huge freaking boat that you can literally live on. The man has a big house, so we were living there. Or at least my dad was, and then eventually we found a house and we were living there. Had a huge yard and all that. And this house that we had moved into was a few cities away. So I was still going to the same school. And I had to wake up at like 6 in the morning every morning. And I would go to bed at like 8, maybe the latest. And I had to drive all the way to my mom's house every morning. I would stay there for a couple hours, and then I would go to school, and then eventually, at the time, I had just started 2nd grade, I believe. I had just had started 2nd grade when I was living in this new house. I had just started 2nd grade at the same school I was going to, and I played football. It was my first year playing football. I was like 7 years old, and it was my first year playing football. So I had a bunch of bruises and all that, and like I said, I had gotten in trouble a lot. And then like one time my teacher had asked me why I had a little bruise on my chin. Football, US football, bro. And like she had asked me about this one little bruise that was on my chin because of like my chin strap or whatever. I had told her about it. But she didn't ask about any of the other bruises, like, all over my body, you know? What's football in the U.S.? It's kind of like rugby. And then, like, my dad had gotten mad about that or something, and then we had a meeting. And, like I said, I was always getting in trouble. So, I knew the guidance counselor really well. He was the one that always took care of me because he was like a bigger dude. Not a bigger dude, but like, he looked way meaner, you know what I mean? So he was the one that always would give me my consequences and all that. And then like, I was... like a lot of the times when he would get me in trouble, because I was going to one school and then that school had shut down, so like everybody that was in this one school had to transfer to this other school. And then they had opened a new school, and all the kids that were going to that school that we moved into got to go to the brand new school. Those were like the middle-aged kids, and we were the younger kids, you know what I mean? So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, he was the one that had always given me my consequences. I remember his name. His name was Mr. Nelson. He was this big, mean-looking dude. And he was just a dickhead. Like, if I was even in his office, I would literally just have to sit there. And if I had even talked, he would get mad. And, like, a lot of the times, I would have to bring a note home to my parents. And if I hadn't, like, brought my note home, I wasn't allowed to go to recess for, like, a week. I don't know if you guys know what recess is, but, like, around lunchtime, you go outside, you play on the playground, all that. Play some basketball or something. So yeah, I wasn't allowed to go to recess for like a week if I didn't bring this note home. And for those that don't know, I'm an athlete, like, so I would always love to play outside and all that, but I would always get in fights. Cause like literally, I was that kid that like if you even bumped me in the hallway, I'd beat you up. That's how I was when I was little, you know, testosterone pumping through the veins, you know. I was that kid. Like, if you had even bumped me in the hallway or said something to me that I didn't like, I'd beat the shit out of you. That's literally who I was. And, I'm not like that now. I could give a shit less. I laugh at you if you say something funny to me. But if you get in my face, I'm gonna still beat you up. I don't care. So that's literally how I was. Because I was always bigger. You know what I mean? I was always taller. I was always bigger than everybody. And eventually, I had moved schools to where my dad lived. Because like I said, I was still going to school where I had originally lived. And I eventually started going to school where my dad lived. And I had started second grade there. I didn't really fit in because, like I said, I grew up in a little town. So I didn't really fit in because this was more of a city. There was more Hispanic kids. There was more black kids. You know what I mean? And I'm over here like half white or mostly white. You know what I mean? And I don't really fit in as much because I wouldn't wear like name brand clothes or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in a small town. Nobody cared what you looked like. You know what I mean? And yeah, I didn't really fit in at all. The only reason I would fit in was in like gym class because I was an athlete, you know what I mean? But I would always get in trouble there too. Whether that means I would swear at a teacher or something, I don't know. But literally, like, when I say I got in trouble a lot, guys, I was literally in the principal's office every day. Like, literally in, eventually when I had moved from that house to a different house, I had switched schools again. And a couple of kids that were on my football team went to this school, so I had known a couple of people at least. And I had moved to this school right in the beginning of 3rd grade. This other school. And so yeah, a lot of school jumping around when I was younger as well. So that's obviously not easy as well. You know what I mean? Making friends and all that. And then when I had moved to this school, that's when I had started, I don't know how to explain it. That's where I had started thinking I was more like city, you know what I mean? I thought I was more hood, you know what I mean? Cause like, I don't know what it was, like, I felt like I was the mean kid, in a way. And Like, everybody thought I was like the mean kid, like the big bad kid. I don't know how to explain it. And I had like fit in more at this school. I liked this school more. I had friends there. And um yeah, girls, I don't know how to explain it. They didn't really like me at all because they thought I was a bully. Like, you know what I mean? In elementary school, they're all friends with each other and they're all prissy and, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I remember one time in gym class, we were playing dodgeball. And you know me, like I said, I was an athlete. I was the one that was always whipping the fucking dodgeball at people's heads, you know what I mean? And I threw a dodgeball at this girl, and she had put one in front of her face to cover her face, and the ball that she had bonked her in the face because my ball hit hers. And they all thought I was like big and bad, and like I think I even got in trouble. Like the gym teacher had like gotten mad at me or something because I hurt someone from whipping a dodgeball at them. I was like, then why the fuck are we playing dodgeball? Like, if we can't hurt people, like, isn't that the point of the game? Like I don't know. And then middle school came along. For my people that don't know, after grade 5, you go to middle school, which is grades 6 through 8. And I had went to this middle school that was right across the street. And there I was getting in even more trouble because obviously you're getting older now. There's more consequences. And obviously I was a hyper kid. You know what I mean? Like, I was an athlete. I was always ready to do something. You know what I mean? And I had basically went to this one school, like I said, across the street, and I was always getting in trouble. Literally, I was in the in-school suspension room 2 days of the week at least. I'd get kicked out of classes, and then the principal would tell me just go into the in-school room. Because, like, after, like, I had gotten kicked out of 2 or so, they're like, alright, yeah, that's enough. Just go to in-school for the rest of the day, you know what I mean? So, that's how middle school went in the beginning. I wasn't allowed to go on field trips because I got in trouble too much. Awakening to your cousin's birthday. Happy birthday, John. I had gotten in trouble a lot, like I said. I forget where I left off. Shit. Oh yeah, so I wasn't allowed to go on field trips. Like, I don't know what you guys call them over there. I remember I said field trip one time, and you guys are like, what the hell is a field trip? Like, you go to a museum or something for school, you know what I mean? You go on a trip. It's called a field trip. And, like, say, for instance, I remember, yeah, like a school trip. Yeah, these kids went to, the football field, the stadium where the football team plays here. You know what I mean? They had got to go there. They had got to, like, go in the locker rooms. They got to go on the field. They got to kick field goals. Stuff like that. I wasn't allowed to go on there. They went on, like, a canoe trip to, like, a river. You got to go on canoes and shit with each other. I wasn't allowed to go on that. They did a ton of stuff. Like, I wasn't allowed to do anything. Like, all the fun stuff that they got to do, I wasn't allowed to do because I had gotten in trouble. And I wasn't allowed to play on the basketball team for my school. Even though the gym teacher, he really liked me, I wasn't allowed to play because I had gotten in trouble too much. So, I wasn't allowed to play sports for the school. And then the beginning of 7th grade, not too long, a couple months into the 7th grade, the school didn't want me there anymore. They couldn't really deal with me. I was getting in trouble too much. I was getting kicked out of classes. I was too big of a distraction. They couldn't teach me. And For my people that think I'm pretty slow, like I said, I suck at math. This is a perfect example why I was never in class. I was always getting kicked out. Always. Always getting kicked out of class. And like 6th grade year, I remember I had gotten my report card. I had gotten like 4 Fs. Like I was terrible in school, and I was never in class. That's why I kind of suck at math, because like that's something you need to be there for, to like build up your progress, you know what I mean? Like you learn one thing and then you learn another thing, and then that like goes into another thing, you know what I mean? So I was never in class, so that's why my math was always bad. And I was good at stuff when I was younger, when it was easy. But when I had gotten older, I was always getting kicked out, and the math was getting a lot harder, and I wasn't in class to do it or learn it, so I was getting kicked out, and like, you know what I mean? So beginning of 7th grade, they couldn't really deal with me anymore, and then eventually I had actually gotten a scholarship to go to a middle school / high school, a private school. And it was honestly probably the best thing that could have happened to me, because without that I would have been fucked. I would have had to go to like some sped program or something where like kids were always getting in trouble and shit, you know what I mean? I would have had to go into something like that. Like, I heard stories, like, because I had a couple of friends that had to do something like that, and there was like some retarded kids in there, and then there was some kids in there that were only in there because that's what happened. They were always getting in trouble. They were either involved with gang shit, you know what I mean? Like, and like if you got in trouble, they would lock you in a room with a little camera, and you'd be put in timeout basically. And if you had like tried to hit someone, they would restrain you and have the cops come, and like, yeah, I would have had to deal with shit like that. And then I had actually got to go to this private school, which was honestly probably, like I said, the best thing that could have happened to me, because I had a lot more help there. There was obviously kids that were well more behaved and like not trying to start shit and stuff like that. So I was, you know what I mean? And I was allowed to play sports there, and that's why I had mainly had gone there was for sports. And I had went there up until the last couple of years of high school. Because the teams were kind of just trash, you know what I mean? They were trying to recruit more players, and people, I don't know, just didn't want to go there or something, and I was kind of like, I don't want to sound cocky or anything, I was like the star athlete, so like I was always doing everything, and it was just too much. I didn't feel like doing it anymore, so I had went to the local private high school, or local public high school, where I had obviously known a bunch of people and all that. I had obviously had a shit ton of friends there from middle school and all that I hadn't seen. And I played basketball my second to last year in high school on the varsity team, and then the next year, my last year, I didn't play, because the year that had just passed, I didn't play because I wanted to, like, I don't know. Oh yeah, because the new Call of Duty had came out, you know what I mean? And I was focused on all this shit. So like, let me explain it to you. My 10th grade year, the year that I had stopped going, or like my last year that I had went to that private school, depression had really kicked in a lot, because my first year of high school, my anxiety was really bad, like to the point where like I would like gag and shit, and like I'd start freaking out, and Like, I had to go to the hospital multiple times because I was having like a panic attack and I couldn't calm down. And 10th grade year, I had done a lot of thinking. I had gotten really depressed. In a way, I was having some suicidal thoughts even. I was like really depressed, like really depressed because I had realized how much I had messed up in the past with school, always getting in trouble, and I was struggling with school so much. I was barely passing, and I was trying so hard that I couldn't even explain, and no one took that like for regular, like nobody understood what I was really going through. I felt like nobody had understand my position with me, like trying as hard as I was and always getting in trouble and just struggling. And that's when I had mainly started my whole YouTube, was like my second to last year-ish. Like after I had, like, I was still coping with some depression and shit. And this was like the only thing that made me happy was YouTube. And people clearly didn't see my grind in school, you know what I mean? People clearly didn't understand how hard I was trying, so I wanted to focus on something else. And that's when I had really started doing YouTube. I had kept grinding and didn't really care about the results. I had continuously just streamed, and whenever there was something I thought I should make a video about, I made a video about. And that's basically how it went. And then my last year of high school, the year had started. Sorry, I had this voice cracked for some reason. I don't know if it's because I'm just, the stream got really kind of emotional really quickly, but I had continued streaming Fortnite and all that, and then when the new Call of Duty had came out, I had stopped uploading Fortnite, and I wasn't really uploading at all. I'd occasionally stream my Black Ops, and I was uploading some videos, like when I had unlocked Diamond within the first 3 days of BO4. I had unlocked Dark Matter and Prestige Master within the first month. And my grind was like real, you know what I mean? I was just doing what I loved to do, and I didn't really care about what was going on with school and all that, because school wasn't really working. School wasn't for me, obviously, you know what I mean? And I had only needed to pass a few classes to graduate somehow. I had only needed to pass a few classes because I was doing better in high school, I guess, than I did in middle school, you know what I mean? I had gotten more opportunities and all that. I didn't have to do homework because I had athlete benefits or whatever. I had really just been grinding, and that's pretty much where we are today, guys, after high school. High school just finished a couple of months ago. Obviously, my last year, after I had really finished grinding COD and all that, like, I wasn't going to school a lot, and my dad still forced me to go, like, a lot. I could have been way higher on the leaderboards and all that, but I had to go to school, and when I went to school, I wasn't really doing much. I was kind of just sitting there playing on my phone, being stupid, you know what I mean? just not really caring because it was my last year. Kind of just did what I wanted to, you know what I mean? And I am still doing my math class online because I was terrible at it. I had done my math online this year, and I'm still continuing to. I'm almost done with it, actually. And then I might have to take 1 or 2 more classes beginning of next school year that I can finish before COD, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty much where we have been recently, guys. Yeah, the COD grind was real, and then after the COD grind and all that, I had really been struggling with school. I was almost done, and I wasn't going to be able to pass, you know what I mean? And then I started going to this program that was mainly for kids my age, kids that were about to finish high school that needed credit. And it was kind of like an internship type program where they had a bunch of different options you could go to, and by the end of the program you could earn a bunch of credits. And I was going there, and they said that you needed to be there like every single day. And as you guys know, that wasn't for me. School wasn't my thing. I was always trying to make videos, trying to stream, and whenever I wasn't there, I would try to explain to the teacher dude that like I had a YouTube channel, and I would explain to him how I had over 3,000 subscribers and stuff, and he told me that like he actually thought that was really impressive. Like he thought he had something special in me. But the guy was kind of a douche in a way, because like he was all about like school, you know what I mean? He didn't really care what I had going on for me. He tried to explain to me that I had only been to that program for like 53% of the days. And we had a meeting, I believe, on a Thursday. And so how the program works was you would do school kinda for the first 4 days of the week, and then on Friday you would do your internship. And the school work they were giving us was way below grade level and was not my thing. I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? And I had been going to bed at like 2 in the morning because of the COD grind, you know what I mean? And waking up at like 4 or waking up at like 6 for school, and going within the next hour to school. I'd do my math online, and then I would go to this program. And yeah, it just was not my thing. The kids were stupid. We would have to go for like a mile walk every day because some of the kids were fat, and that was your gym credit, was going for a walk for a mile a day. We had to do that, and like I said, he said I had only been going there for 53% of the days, and he told me the first 2 weeks where you had done your internship, he told me the first 2 weeks that there was nowhere for me to go because none of the places that they had where you could go to like do internship, they said that none of the places really had fit my interests, and they wanted to find a place that was better for me. So I hadn't gone on either of those first 2 Fridays. Excuse me. And he had told me I hadn't really been there for as many days as I needed to. So I on the 3rd week is when we had the meeting, and he told me that if I had not gone to the soup kitchen, which was my only option, that next day, I wasn't allowed to go back to the program. And like I said, this is the program that I kind of needed to get some extra credits, you know what I mean? To make myself look better. I didn't need the program, but it was going to help me out somewhat. And this program had started beginning of March, and it was that 3rd week where I had decided to go to the soup kitchen the next day when he told me they were going to find one like a place better for me, and then he said that I didn't go enough, so they stopped looking when he already had told me they were looking for a better one for me. And I had to go to the soup kitchen, and I was not ready for that. I did not want to be around homeless people, you know what I mean, like walking through there in dirty and shit, or like bugs or anything. I don't know. I never know what was gonna happen. And first thing you know, when I get in there, the guy tells me to go help these people, and he told me they didn't speak English. I didn't know what language they spoke. So it was too much for me with that. I had to like kind of mop the floor, and it was like one of those long mops, you know what I mean, with the long hairy shits. And I didn't really know what I was doing because, like, I don't mop floors with one of those giant mops, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe a Swiffer, but not one of those fucking, like, retarded-looking things, you know what I'm saying? So the guy had took that, and then I had to help this other lady clean these tables. And she kind of, like, showed me what to do and didn't tell me because she didn't speak English. I don't know what language they spoke or whatever. And then after we were done cleaning the tables, she made me clean the toilets. And I had told some of y'all these stories, but I had to clean these toilets. And legit, the toilets had shit all over them. Like, literally, it looked like a blind man had tried to take a shit, and he missed the toilet. He missed the hole. You know what I'm saying? And I literally, she gave me gloves, that like Clorox shit that you like squirt inside the bowl. And I had to clean that. And I, on the top, the toilet seat, you know, I wasn't touching that with my hands. So, you know, they had the little scrubber, you know what I'm saying? The stick with like the scrubber thingy on the end. And I had dunked that in the toilet water and scrubbed the fucking seat until there wasn't shit on it. And then I had cleaned it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I cleaned that bitch with toilet water. I wasn't touching that with my hands. Fuck you. I had done that. I had to do that. And when I had gone back, I told them I wasn't going, like when I had gone back to the program, I had told them I wasn't going back to the soup kitchen. Like, I would have chose something else if you had told. I'm kind of trying to tell a story here, Troll.
Sorry.
I kind of had to, there was plenty of other places I could have gone in the beginning I could have chose from, but he told me that since none of them had fit my interests, he was going to try to find one better for me. And they had found a place actually for me to go. And he said that they needed to see some of my videos to see what I had done and all that, you know what I mean? They wanted to see what editing capabilities I had, you know what I mean? And then eventually, like I said, I had to go to the soup kitchen. So I told him I was not going to the soup kitchen. I would have gone somewhere else. And he said it was too late to go somewhere else. The only place I could have gone was the soup kitchen. And I told him I wasn't going back there. I was not cleaning toilets with shit on them. I wasn't doing that. I just wouldn't. So I had stopped going to the program. And I kinda was just playing COD. I was doing my math whenever I wanted to wake up. I was going to bed when I wanted to. I was waking up when I wanted to. The grind was just kind of real, and that's just pretty much what we've been doing since April, is getting up. I've basically been on summer break since like April. Let's put it that way. But yeah, like I said, I just need to complete this class and maybe one or two other ones, and I'm completely done with school. I don't ever have to worry about school again. And I'm pretty excited about that, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much my story, guys. Sorry if it got kind of emotional at some points, but Troll, yeah, I literally started a story from like when I had grown up till like now, and I went in depth of like everything. But yeah, that's pretty
And I
much
think
my.
you told me some of it. Some of it.
No, I told them shit that like I had to go through, all sorts of shit like
Yeah.
that, like changing schools, like everything, from like grade to grade to grade to grade to grade to grade, all that. Troll probably know.
Did you go to like camp? To like some camp?
Troll knows a lot. Let's put it that way. Troll probably knows a decent amount of the stuff that I have told you, just because I have known Troll for so long. I had known Troll since I started going to that private school that I got the scholarship to. That's when I kind of met Troll. Was when I was in middle school. But deep down inside, guys, like, a lot of people think I'm a bad person in a way because of like the shit that I had told you about what I had done in school, the stupid stuff that I had did where I was constantly getting in trouble and all that. A lot of people in public look at me as a bad person, or people that I know IRL just look at me as a bad person in general because, like I said, of the stuff that I had done. But I've helped so many people that I can't even explain. I've helped so many people through depression, people with suicidal thoughts and all that. I've helped a bunch of my friends through that shit. And that's kind of what had deeply affected me somewhat as well, is when I was depressed, was because of other friends that I had that were depressed. And it kind of had like let off on me because I hated seeing them upset. And that's kind of why I do what I do now, is because I know a lot of you guys are going through shit, and I try to make people happy, whether that means gifting someone a skin that can't afford one and they really want one, or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I do what I do, just because I like being who I am. And here I can be where I am. Nobody looks at me as a bad person. You guys look at me as, you know what I mean? And that's basically why I do what I do. And I have fun with it. And all that. I've helped so many people with money. I've helped so many people through depression and all that. And I don't really get much back. I don't look for much back. But, like, if I could have friends that, like, would pay me back or, like, help me back or whatever, that would obviously be amazing. But I'm not, like, greedy like that, you know what I mean? I could care less. But that's basically what I've gone through and why I am where I am now. For some people that might think I have a lot of money, or some people that might think I don't have a lot of money. People IRL probably don't think I have a shit ton of money. A lot of people think I'm like some like rich white kid. Just by looking at me, some people think I'm like some rich white kid. But a lot of the stuff that I have, I've bought on my own from hard work, like my setup and all that. My dad has obviously helped me out a little bit, but I'd say 95% of my setup I have purchased by myself. I've been on that grind, guys. And for some people that think I might not have a lot of money, or some people that might think, like, yeah, some people that think I might have a lot of money, some people might not think I have a lot of money, but I live with just my dad. I don't really see my mom a lot anymore. I used to see my mom every other weekend, and I had stopped going to her house because her house had bed bugs, and I was not sleeping at a house that had fucking bed bugs. And it wasn't obviously because of her. The house had obviously had them before she moved in, because she lived in a duplex. For those that don't know, it's a apartment. There's like a normal house, but like it's split in half. You know what I mean? There's one house on one side, one house on the other side. And or one house downstairs and one house upstairs, something like that. And yeah, I was not living in a house, or staying at a house every other weekend is when I would ever see her. I would only see her every other weekend, and I was not staying there with bugs. And yeah, I don't really see my mom a lot at all, to be honest. I talk to her occasionally, but I used to see her every other weekend, and I don't really see her a lot anymore because either she's always busy or I'm always busy doing what I do. Last summer when I had went on that vacation and I did some lives and all that for like those few days that I was gone, like the 3 or 4 days that I was gone, I was still going live and all that. I had did with my mom. Yeah, I don't really see her a lot though, and honestly, I wish I could see her more, but her boyfriend smokes in the house and he's an alcoholic, and I think the only reason why she's still with him is because he has money. That's the only reason why she's been with him for as long as she has. She's told me multiple times, because he actually has some money. And no, she's not doing it because she's a gold digger. She's doing it because she's lived with him for a long time already and she still needs money. She's almost been with this guy for almost 10 years. Yeah, she's the only guy she's the only one that my mom has been with since my mom and dad split up. She's the only guy my mom has been with since my mom and my dad split up. And my dad has been with, that I know of, let me put it that way. I don't know if he's fucking dated people on the side or some shit, but that I know of, he's dated one girl, and then they split up, got back together, and then they split up again. He got with this other girl. I had went to the Boys and Girls Club. I hadn't mentioned anything about that. That's where I had to play basketball and all that because I wasn't allowed to play at school. He ended up dating this one girl that worked there, and I hadn't really known her kids, but my dad had only known her because of one of the properties he managed. And that's basically how he gets all the girls he's been with. Literally because they live in one of the houses that he manages or owns or whatever. And he knows them like that. You know what I mean? So he had gone out with her, and he was only with her for like a few months and broke up with her because she was disgusting. And my mom didn't like her because I told her about the time that she had slapped me. So yeah, he stopped going out with her, and then went out with this other girl, and then he's with the girl that he's with now that I've told you about. That's a bitch, and he's still with her. He's been with her since I was 12, 13, like 5 years-ish. 5 or 6 years he's been with this girl. And he knows I fucking hate her. Let's just put it that way. Like, she lived at my house for a year or two. And, like, she had moved in because she couldn't afford a house by herself. And with her 2 kids, I had to share a room with one of them. And then one of them had snitched on me because one day I had to have bunk beds with this kid. I was so used to having my own bed. And then I had to share fucking bunk beds with this kid. He had snitched on me one day. He slept on the top bunk, I slept on the bottom bunk. I had to pee one night, and I had peed in my trash can. I peed in my trash can, and the kid snitched on me, and then his mom freaked out, and then the 2 brothers basically took over my room, which was the bigger room, because my dad didn't really care what room I had. You know what I mean? Like, my dad doesn't have a lot of stuff. Like, he doesn't want the bigger room. So I had the biggest room in the house, and then I had to take a different room upstairs that nobody had been using, or that her youngest son had by himself, I had to switch rooms with him, and then he had to share a room with his brother because I was not splitting my room. They thought about, oh, why don't you have your bed on one side of the room and he has his bed on the other side of the room, and you guys both have your own halves. And I was like, yeah, no, bitch. Like, this is my room. You can leave. Like, that was my mindset, you know. I hated her, and I've told you guys the stories about her. Yeah. Like, you're gonna tell me you've never pissed in a bottle because you were too lazy to walk to the bathroom during the night? You're gonna tell me you've never done that? Everybody's fucking done that. I don't care who you are. You've done it. I love G Fuel. You haven't? I highly doubt that. You pissed in a trash can at school? So you're gonna piss in a trash can at school but not at home? That makes perfect sense. But yeah, like I said, the shit that I did in school was crazy. I remember one time I was in the bathroom with my friend, and my friend had lit the trash can on fire. He put a bunch of paper towels in the trash can and had lit the trash can on fire. Like, I've done a lot of shit in school that I haven't got caught in about, and shit that I haven't told my dad about. Like, if I told him now, I don't think he would care. But a bunch of shit that I had done in school, some people don't even know about. Or at least my parents. Because we got these items in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm sorry if this stream got like really deep or whatever, but like, I don't know. I felt like I should tell you, obviously, because a lot of you guys have watched me for a long time, and you might think you know who I am as a person or whatever, but like, now you really know, you know what I mean? What I have grown up with, all that. I didn't really grow up with much, guys. Like, I wish I had grown up with money and all that, because I could have had so much more opportunities, you know what I mean? Like, literally, you can fit in just because you have money. You know what I mean? If you have nice clothes and all that growing up as a kid, and like, you can literally be some fat, ugly kid, and if you wear some like designer shit, people will like you.
True.
Do you ever skip classes and go to the woods or something that your parents didn't know of? I had a couple of times with my friends snuck out of school. A few times, actually, especially in high school. Oh my god, all the time. But, and, like, I remember in elementary school, recess, we had gone out to recess, and then I came back in, and I had snuck out, and, the school obviously contacted my parents. That was a whole mess. I'm not even gonna go out with that. You guys know that. But yeah, what's good, Logan? Yeah, that's that.
Dude, I still can't do this thing again, the freaking blue, orange, purple, green.
You still can't do it?
No, the freaking last try just fricks me up, right? The last round.
It only adds like one more.
I know, but still. The max I can remember is like 6.
Oh, man. Yo, what's good, Rusky? Guys, if you guys are just coming into the stream, you missed a lot, honestly. I recommend later when the stream's done, uploaded and all that, you guys come watch it. I explained a story about my life, about literally from me growing up till now. I explained everything pretty much from the point I grew up. Literally going through everything. I had basically explained everything, guys. From the point I had grown up till now. Literally every grade. I had explained about my brothers and sisters, all that. From the time I was younger to the time till now, basically. Yeah, So if you guys missed that, I definitely recommend Later or whatever. You guys check that out if you guys want to. If you guys watch me every night, you can know kind of what situations I'm in. You know what I mean? Or what I've been through. And that I'm pretty much the same as you guys. You know what I mean? I'm nothing different. Like, because a lot of people think YouTubers or upcoming YouTubers are just people in general that have a YouTube channel that put a lot of time and work into it, have had like a good childhood or whatever, like had grown up with money, but I haven't. You know what I mean? I went through so much, but like, you see money keep coming in now, like we don't lose, you know what I'm saying? Money keep coming in, I can't lose. It's that simple. Like, we're on that grind now, and it's that simple. The grind never stops. It's that simple, literally. I had grown up the same thing as you guys. I didn't grow up some rich fucking kid that always got what he wanted and all that. What's it called? Yeah, I didn't even tell you about therapy, guys. About therapy growing up. Like, now that I think about that, I don't know. I had gone through so many therapists and doctors and shit. Like, I had one time I had gone to this doctor, like a psychiatrist or whatever, and she literally told my parents that I was too much for her. She couldn't be my doctor. She couldn't, like, I was too much. Now that you don't go to school and work, do you think that grades mean a lot? Like I said, bro, I pretty much had found out ways to finish high school. If I had done what I did previously, or if I had grinded COD earlier on, I don't think my dad would have let me, you know what I mean? Because my dad is the one that kind of forced me to stay in school. Because my dad wouldn't let me drop out. Like, Troll knows my dad, let's say. My dad wants what he wants, and that's it. And Troll, you literally know that. Literally, that's literally my dad.
What happened?
I said my dad wants what he wants, and that's it. Like, that's literally facts. That's literally my dad. He wants what he wants, and that's it. And he would not let me drop out of school. That's all I can tell you. Like, he would not let me. He told me that if I dropped out of school, I was not living with him.
Damn.
He said that if I decided to drop out of school when I was like 18 or whatever, or when I could legally do it, he said I was not living with him. He said I could go live with my mom.
Damn.
And my mom doesn't have cable. My mom doesn't have internet. My mom and her boyfriend
Then
have...
How does she keep herself entertained?
I mean, she has a phone.
Huh.
Yeah. But they don't have cable or internet. They have like this little antenna thing that they use to watch the football games on the weekend. My mom has... I don't know if my mom still has bed bugs. She's gotten treatments and all that, Tezzy, but I'm still paranoid, you know what I mean? If I go there and I sleep and I feel something on me or whatever, if I have a little bump on me or some shit. Bro, I had to go to the hospital my mom lives literally right down the street from a hospital. I do too, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, where I live right here, I've lived here at this house since I was 8, 9. Like 8 or so, 8 or 9, and out of all the times I've lived here, I think I've lost power once, and it was for like 30 seconds. And mind you, I live in Florida with hurricanes and all that. I've lost power once in like 10 years. And it was for like 30 seconds because I live right near the hospital, so I'm on the same grid. You know what I mean? The hospital never loses power. Because can you imagine if a hospital lost power? Everybody would die! All that electrical shit hooked up to them and all that, you know what I mean? So I live right next to the hospital.
Give me the soccer skin,
Somebody give Troll the soccer skin, guys. 45 seconds.
50 seconds.
Bro, give him Super Striker, the black nibble.
Oh no. No.
Somebody give Troll this skin right here, right now. Within the next 30 seconds, quick.
I'll be grateful even if I have one soccer skin. One.
Aiden said he's not on.
Gift me any.
Aiden said he's not on.
Shit.
20 seconds, guys. Ian said he can't. And you don't have him added? Yikes. Oh no, said he's poor. He's poor, sorry.
9.
Zach said I can't.
7, 6, 5. Oh, somebody get me something! Somebody get
Are you lying?
No, I'm joking. Shit. Ooh, focus. Ooh.
Is she thick?
She's kinda thick.
Ew!
Just kidding.
Ew! Bro, they could have made her so thick!
I know.
Ew!
They made her like Zoe.
Yo, facts! The pickaxe is kind of fire.
Ooh.
But this bitch has no butt!
I might have to buy the fixation. Kinda like that.
I kind of like clean groove. Troll, it's Tai Chai. It's your Indian ritual.
That's Chinese, you idiot. Tai Chi.
Tezzy said he was about to gift you it. The skin, no. He's like, I was about to gift it to Troll, no.
I kinda wanna focus.
Logan said, pun intended. This skin's ugly.
I kinda want it.
It looks like a Save the World character. Like, super skinny.
Yeah. Exactly why I want it.
Bro, look, she has no butt.
Like Zoe. Ew, her legs are so skinny too. But then she'll be like, no bullets will like hit her because she's so skinny.
I don't know about that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, chat.
What? What?
I'm gonna put something on the screen. Oh no.
Her booty looking like an infected pancakes.
Did someone say that?
Yeah, Tezzy.
Chat, look. Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, yes. That is... That is really shocking.
It's the grown-up Zoe, the grown-up thought Zoe.
Oh my god. Yeah, but I kinda want her.
What the fuck?
What? With that Pokemon backpack?
Yo, Zach, you would pull up to school with this, right?
Oh god.
Zach, you're like, oh yeah, I got my Nintendo Switch. You're like, I'm playing Pokemon. I'm gonna school all you broke ass nibbles.
Damn, Zach. Damn.
Zach, right, bro? You be big chillin', dog. Aiden said he can see it.
That bag looks like ass.
Zach hasn't said anything.
Bro, he's quiet now.
Zach be thumbing.
That's my crying.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I kind of want the fixation pickaxe.
Nico,
I
chill.
buy it right now.
I wouldn't
But
buy
then
it.
the battle pass next season.
Pickaxe doesn't really make much noise.
It doesn't.
Nah. Zach said, "Indeed, I'm not gonna lie." Because you guys ever want to donate as well, you guys can donate through the link in the description. You guys can help me get stuff, you know. Yeah, I told my dad how I'm gonna be buying a shit ton of stuff for G Fuel stuff tomorrow. And my dad told me, he's like, "Why are you spending like $200 on G Fuel now?" And I told him because I can get 30% off. He's like, "Is that like a good deal or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm saving like $100." Like, he's like, "Oh shit, yeah." So he said we're gonna find out a way to get me the money that I need, and yeah, I'm gonna buy like 200 something bucks worth of G Fuel tomorrow. Bogus bunts and bean one fat, short one lean. What the hell? Bars. See you tomorrow, everyone. You're out. See you later, Zach. What was I gonna say now? Fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say. Colleen is on booty in my red car. Bitches change and act like they ain't noticed. Yeah, guys, you guys should donate though.
I'm gonna hop into a game to see if Fortnite number 4 is there.
Guys, make sure you donate right now. If you have money, donate. No, I'm just playing. But Loki, if you want to donate, guys,
If you have V-Bucks, gifts me.
guys, like, no, if you have V-Bucks, make sure you use and support our creator code Awaken VoLtz.
Yeah.
But if you have money, you know, click that, you know, link down below that simply says, you know, streamlabs.com/awakenvolts1, you know, make sure you click that and, you know, donate right now. It'll pop up on the screen, you know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But look, you guys, after this week, I'm gonna be buying, I need to buy a PS4 Pro as well. I need to buy a PS4 Pro. Next week is probably when I'm gonna buy it. I need to buy a PS4 Pro only because, for those that don't know, I've had the PS4 Slim, and the PS4 Slim does not have a spot for an optical cable, and I need an optical cable for the headset that I want to like hook it up to the PC and the PlayStation so I can talk in Discord and whatnot for certain streamers and shit, talk in Discord and all that instead. So I need to set that up.
Service.
I would need to get that and set that up. And then plus as well, you guys know my videos are in 720. They're not 60 frames. They're not like good quality. But on the PS4 Pro, you can edit in 1080. So I'm gonna be making an upgrade for you guys as well. And what's better about the PS4 Pro as well is that I'm gonna have more storage as well, so I can keep more games downloaded. I want to delete as many games. So that means I can install, what's that called? The old one, Modern Warfare Remastered. I can install like shit like that. I might even reinstall World War II to check that out, see how that is, because I haven't played that in like over a year. You know what I'm saying? The day PS5 is out, you're gonna buy it? August 2020, my guy. That's what the leaks are showing. Not this August, a year from now. August 2020. Yo, I'm gonna be voting, bro. I can't believe that. Oh my god. I'm gonna be voting in
Vote for Troll for president.
I mean, maybe in 20 some odd years. You have to be 35.
40.
You have to be 35 to run for president.
But imagine Troll being president, man.
President Troll.
The first Indian president in the US. Just see me in the Hall of Fame.
That picture of you where you got the tacos.
Oh my god, no! No!
That's just your picture? But you're wearing a suit and you're making that same face?
Oh my god.
Logan said he's gonna run for president and give everyone free V-Bucks.
Oh my god. Yeah, in like 30 years.
Then build a fish stick statue in every town.
Oh my god.
It's gonna say Logan Simpson on the bottom. Subscribe to Logan Simpson. For those that don't know, the new president of the United States is currently a fellow Fortnite YouTuber. His name is Logan Simpson. Girl, my mood changed when you walked through the door.
You say booty?
Huh?
Booty?
Never. Bro, PS5 is gonna be like 500 and something bucks when it comes out.
Probably is. When PS4 was like 400 plus tax.
PS5 most likely. Wait, this says November 2020. Every chance the console will launch before conference kicks off in June. If we had to take a guess, however, we'd place our money on a November 2020 release date. PS5 will be backwards compatible with PS4 games, which means the gamers will still be able to play titles they've recently purchased. PS5 specs may still be the rough stuff of rumors, but there's no doubt Sony's going to bring an amazing new system. There's no announced PS5 release date. It says it's not released in 2019. Yeah, people are saying that it's probably going to be between $500 and $600. How much will the Xbox 2 cost?
Oh my god. Xbox 2. That's kind of funny.
There was the original Xbox, the original Xbot, and then there was the Xbot 360, and then the
Xbox 69,
and then the Xbot 1. Now they're coming out with an Xbox 2, an Xbot 2. We don't need more.
Xbox 2S.
Xbots.
Xbot 2X.
Double XL. Okay.
Okay, Felicia.
No, this girl got a new car. She got a Camaro.
Damn. I want one.
This girl's hot too. When I say she's hot, she's like fucking hot. Like, not even just hot, fucking hot, dude.
Really?
Like hot as fuck.
Language.
Search Google for image. Bet. Damn!
What?
Exposed it!
What do you mean? What happened?
Rusky boy.
What happened?
I have news, Rusky.
What happened?
Nothing. Girl, my mind will change when you walk through the door. What the hell, brother? I need to fart, but I'm gonna shit myself if I do. Oh, exposed it! Exposed it.
What even happened?
Who got exposed? No one, brother. No one. I found out a way to expose people if I need to. That's all I gotta say. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here, though. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm fucking tired, mate. So yeah, guys, drop a like, subscribe, guys. I want to keep those notifications on. Stay active, stay loyal. I love you guys. I want to suck all your peens. I'll see you tomorrow between 7 and 7:40, so we can suck each other's peens again. I'll see you then. Goodbye. I'm just playing. But yeah, guys, low key. I kind of want to do a COD stream. I don't know. I feel like if I.
Oh my goodness!
What?
I got the Fortnite.
No way! Am I supposed to be excited?
Yeah.
I kind of want to do a COD stream, but I feel like if I do a COD stream, I feel like I'd get bored and there's not really much to do. You know what I mean? Because like I have everything. Like I have everything. There's nothing for me to do on the game. On the highest level you can be. I have everything. There's no concept in me playing the game unless it's for a video. You know what I mean? There's no reason for me to play the game unless it's for a video. Something new comes out. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, now that I think about it, I kind of want to get some gameplay for a video. If you guys want to see a gameplay with the Damon 3XB, that thing is nuts. With the new Mastercraft and all that, I am McNuggets, and I want to make a video about that. So I might get some gameplay with the new Mastercraft for one of the SMGs. If I do, that'll 100% be a video this weekend, because like I said, I'm working, so I won't be able to get it. You know what I mean? I'll do some gameplays tomorrow, some gameplays during Saturday, probably edit it Saturday night and upload it throughout the day on Sunday. So I'd say look out this weekend, maybe early next week for a new video on that. But yeah, guys, for real though, I'm going to end the stream. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys don't already, keep those notifications on. You guys know I love you. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That's a big thing. Hit that notification bell. Share the stream, share the channel around, share my most recent video. How about that? Go watch my most recent video if you haven't watched that already. That's important. Y'all need to make sure you guys are watching the recent uploads. I uploaded a video on the new crossbow in BO4. You guys need to check that out if you haven't already. It's a banger video. I had a lot of fun making it. Some summer vibes. All that good shit. I'm actually going to spam the link in chat right now for you guys, because I'm going to go ahead and end the stream like I said. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Add my Snapchat, follow my socials, donate, all that good shit in the description. Here's the video link right here. Spammy, 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 spammy. And I'll see you tomorrow between 7 and 7:40 as always for the items. Sorry for this weird outro. Sorry for the deep stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.